Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hope you are all are having a wonderful start to this weekend. As usual, we are here for our bi-weekly sessions. Our president, Mr. Ravindra, was supposed to take this welcome note, but because of some personal reasons, this honor has befallen on me. So these bi-weekly sessions have been regular for BBA members. Everybody look forward to it, and we have been trying to get different variety of topics for these sessions. Today also we are speaking on a very different type of topic, which is how to build your brand, how to leverage different opportunities. And so without much delay, I will ask Mr. Ravichandran sir to kindly introduce the speaker, Mr. John Fernandes.
Yeah, good morning, all. I welcome Mr. John Fernandes, who is a certified brand coach from International Coach Federation, lawyer by profession, entrepreneur by passion, author of the book Big Four to Big Eight, ongoing CA practice and building a brand, founder of bigandbusiness.com, worked on several projects from the Indian Oil Corporation and MSMEs. Currently on a mission to help finance professionals to build a global brand and their revenue. A very interesting profile, Mr. John. I welcome you.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir,
Yeah.
to welcome and for your great invitation for me. And I also thank Neeraj ji for recommending me as a speaker to talk about building a brand, and that also for the very prestigious profession. So, and I also thank other members who are contributing for this and giving their time to upgrade their knowledge in the brand building thing. So, can you please share, Vijay, my PPT?
Sorry,
you're also permitted to share your screen.
Okay.
Mr. John will be so busy in our regular work, be it valuation or any other profession which you are pursuing. Brand is something, this is last priority. To be very frank with you, some of us are not so familiar with all this new age or new tech. I really posted everything on social media almost a week later of the incident.
No, not an
I
issue.
know Mr. John for the last 2 years, he has been pushing me for whatever I do on digital thing. This is because of him only. I know him for the last 1.5 to 2 years.
Oh, nice.
Mr. John, we have to take your services for building our brand as Bangalore Valuers Association also.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Recent evaluation for one big company. So that time I asked him, that client of mine, why don't you give us the assignment? Why do you give it to some big brand? So what they said was that, sir, we understand what you are trying to say, but our stakeholders also want the things to be done through a brand, a consultancy company which is a branded company. So we don't have any issues later on. So this is the importance of brand.
Okay. Thank you, Prashant ji, for adding something new, which is more practical, like the questions and any other things.
Yes.
So, at the time of preparing my PPT, I was just wondering whether I should, incorporate the definition of brand in my PPT or not. So, I thought, when I was researching about registered valuers, who they are, what they do, so I came across like they value each and everything, like startups, they value brands, they value land and building of the corporations. So prestigious and esteemed profession to value. And also in 2019, when I was asked to make a valuer certificate for my startup idea. So I came to know that so much technical skills that registered valuers are having. So, and they value their brands. Then I thought, no, this will not be a, relevant thing to, define like what I was going to say. It was like, brand is something like creating the perceived value in the minds of the clients. Okay. So I thought, no, I will go for some other question. And for this question, what I have done, I have kept a small gift from my side. So whoever will give the answer, he will be gifted from my side. So I want you to answer this question, because as a valuer, you are valuing each and everything. So I want to ask you this question. What's the brand value of your own firm? Have you calculated that?
Good morning, John.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have
Khushbu.
I have never thought of like my brand has some value, or it has like has some, everybody knows me about my name only. But the
Okay.
brand value, if you say, I look for, when Vijay posted this, I was look forward to the session for this only. Ki what will be the brand value of my firm and how the things will work. So I'm
Okay,
very
thank
clueless
you.
about
Yeah.
this thing. Yeah.
Yes, Khushbu, we are going to learn that. It will be coming ahead.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyone here, there are around, I can see 15, 16 people. So anyone here, who have calculated their own firm's value. We are calculating value of other firms, other entities, other brands, other land and building, furniture, and any, I don't know how many there are assets that we calculate.
Uh, for me, I have tried to figure out my USP, but not exactly the brand value.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, no issue. So I think there is no one who have calculated their own firm's brand, or why we calculate this thing, because we have to. There's one concept like build it to sell it. So you have not think that like that way. So that may be the reason. So before going to understanding more about brands, I want to share some stories with you, which very much fascinated me. Means how these people are doing, what their thought process. Okay, so this Alexander is there. Sorry, the story of Alexander, which in 2017, what happened? I was just researching about the big firms, and I came across this Alexander story. So he was a 26-year-old accountant, and he was at the senior accounting post in the ENY, which is a big four. So what happened? He's at the age of 26, he resigned from his job, and he started his own practice and focusing mainly on mid-sized corporations. So after starting at the age of 26, within a 14 years of time period, he dies. But here the story not ends. The story ends where the what impacts he has done. Let me share you what he has achieved. His firm is in 100 plus countries. Their revenue is in 1000 crore plus, and the team size is 70,000 plus employees. So, and the firm name is Grant Thornton, and the founder was Alexander Grant. So what he has done, I'm not getting. So we will come next points. My next story where I was in articleship, and it was from the small firm. So one day in the office there, my senior sir, they were talking in between that one of the CA from Borivali, he died. He's having the traditional practice of 20 years, but no one is ready to buy the firm, and their relative are trying to sell the firm, but no one is ready. So again, my fascination means why this Grant Thorntons have built a very big corporate firm, and at the same time, Mumbai-based CA with 20 years of practice not able to build a global brand. And at the same time, where I was in the articleship, my sir was very, first rank holder in CA, CS, like that. But why we were in the small firm where me and my colleague is facing each other and in a very small 10 by 10 office. So something was missing that was fascinating me and giving me some kind of, to think about it, think why all is like that. So then coming to the third story, which is of present 2024 story. So as I have my introduction is I am helping chartered accountants to build a global brand. And for that reason only I have written a book, Big Four to Big Eight. So what happened, I got one lead, and this CA is very, having the senior post in the some renowned firm. And he told me he want to acquire a firm from US. So the reason was they want to expand very quickly. So they wanted to acquire the firm from US, CPA firm. So I got connection from someone, and I was on a call with US person who was a CPA, but now he is teaching other CPAs to build a brand and sell it. So in discussion, so I came about him that he is teaching other CPAs to build a brand and sell it. Then I researched more, and when I was I failed in one of the startups. So at that time, I was knowing that in US, what is the culture? It is like they are building to sell. And what here in India happens, we build we build like, yes, this is only the thing. And how they think, they will build one startup, they will sell, and they will go for the second one, then third, then fourth, like that their mentality is. And we focus only on one, building the practice, or building the one product or service. So these three stories in my life created something, questioning myself, why all this, like that. So again, I want to ask you why you need to build a brand. Means what is your, you are coming here, listening to me, giving your valued time. So what is reason why you think that I want to build a brand?
To acquire more clients.
Actually, John, what I want to say here, same work. Okay. Ultimately, what matters is the valuation report, right? But some people are charging less, some people are charging more. Who is able to charge more, convince the clients, and get more is the branded firms.
Okay.
So if you're not branded, the fees what you get could again, you have to justify, you have to convince, and all of that. I have not seen anyone, bargaining with EY or Big Four for, their reports. Like, you charge so much. I have actually not seen like that.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the only reason. Yeah, this is I'm correctly saying. When we are practicing individually without a brand name, nobody is
Okay.
giving us the required fees. ठीक है, इतना ही ले. You can take this much also. But when you have a brand, nobody is questioning. So brand building is very important.
Yes, same here. That is what I tried to say earlier, that the people, why they pay so much to EY and all that is not because they do not understand they are paying more. But the thing is
Okay.
that we are well known as a brand, we are well known to everybody, even their stakeholders, even to anybody. So there is no issues with them. So that is why they are ready to pay.
I think with the brand you can create a niche also, correct? For what
Yeah,
are
yeah.
you specializing in?
Yes, yes.
And
Wow,
people start
great
knowing you
point,
for that.
Sanjay ji. Thank you so much for adding this.
Right.
Yeah, we are going to talk more about that point which you have mentioned.
Right.
So that's where we lack. So I'll come to that point. So thank you so much adding for this why brand building. So as I will not go in deep where I feel like you all people are very expert in this. So brand as an asset, it is an intangible asset. Then you can get the premium fees, as Shilpa ji said. Brand creates trust. So one question came to my mind while I was writing my book, Big Four to Big Eight, that this clients, I am talking about potential clients, okay, who have the, ability to pay. So these clients look for the, they don't trust the sole proprietors, okay, whether they will be, giving that kind of service to them. So that's why they are not giving the assignments to the sole proprietors or maybe some small partnership firm. So that's why brand building comes into the picture. When you build a brand, so as I mentioned, that is just a perceived value which client creates in his or her mind. So after brand building, you differentiate yourself. So that you are not a, same kind of professional that, charging less and less fees than doing the same kind of work. So that's where when you build a brand, you differentiate yourself. And as I've said that story where the 20 years CA died within 20 years of practice. So the legacy, for you, the legacy matters, right? Because when you are gone, your personal brand, everything gets scattered. So there, you have to create the brand value for your own name or your firm name. So these are the, benefits of some kind of benefits which we derive through the brand building process. So but what I want to understand is, what are the reasons of not building a brand? Yes, Prashant ji, any reason you feel like, these are the reasons, that's why we are not able to build a brand?
I'm an individual practice. Yes.
Okay, individual practice. And
So we don't even think that we want to build a brand, correct? We are too engrossed in doing our day-to-day activity.
great, Sanjay.
The problem is that we are coming from a background of a professional only.
Okay.
Earlier we were a different professional, like chartered accountant, like I being architect. You know, so this is how we have started, and we
Okay.
have got into valuation. So that is
Okay.
why we have never thought, as sir said rightly.
I
Okay.
think
That
another
is
thing is,
those.
John Ji, that
Hmm.
even from our education days, we
Hmm.
have been taught numbers, we have been taught how to make data and everything. But this area has never been touched upon in our curriculum also. This is very new
Okay.
for us.
Absolutely,
Hmm. Hmm.
absolutely.
Hmm. Hmm.
Nobody can say that, okay, in college or in CA institute or the CS courses or valuer courses, this was taught.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
this is something which we have never been taught from our like before days and all. This is very new for us. And
Okay.
secondly, there's a perception that when you want to build a brand, you will have to spend on marketing,
Spend on.
advertisement, or something.
Right.
That
Yes.
that may be a costly affair. So most of us are individual practitioners, and we may not have a bandwidth or may not have that much uh, for free flow funds to spend on advertisement and all. That may be the case also.
And
Okay.
Mr. John, actually,
Hmm.
this is ingrained in our ethical code of conduct and professional misconduct that solicitation is, not permitted. So that is so much ingrained. We sometimes maybe feel that, are we doing solicitation, branding, how to be cautious. We have to spend time, efforts, energy into it.
Okay.
So the traditional mindset, our work has to speak for itself. One client will bring 10 clients. That traditional mindset may be still within us.
Okay.
Word
Okay.
of mouth marketing.
Yes.
We are
Yes.
solely relying on
Today,
word of mouth.
yeah, today we will discuss some methods which are, which comes under the ethical purview, and you can execute and see the result in, maybe in 6 months or maybe in 3 to 6 months. And it can take a long time to generate the high quality leads I'm talking about, high quality clients. Yeah.
So one more thing is there. I mean, we
Hmm.
don't know how to do it actually. So
Okay.
it's a lack of knowledge.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for adding these points. Yeah, so for me, when I was researching, so some points which I have thought of, which Sanjay ji also mentioned, thinking big. So there is no thinking like, kuch mujhe bada karna hai. I want to do something big, like so. Everyone is following the traditional things. So if I'll ask you, what is the first thing? Is it a to build something big, okay, to build something big, you need a will first or you need a skill first? Which one
You
must
should
be first?
think first कि या मुझे I need to do something. Then you have the willpower कि नहीं मुझे करना है and I can do it.
Yes, correct,
The
correct.
thought
So
must come first.
yes, correct. So the first thing is the will, right? कि yes, मुझे ये बड़ा सोच है, this is my big thinking and I have to achieve that. So then comes the skill. And then the next point is the reason. I'm talking about the reason why the brand building is not done. So more relied upon technical skills. So in BKC, I was invited by one of the Central Council member of ICI, and there was someone like motivational speaker, and one of the CA. He is also from the that background only from the ICI. So he asked this person, this motivational speaker, sir, I have done everything. Means I have 12 plus degrees. As then and my colleague and my friends used to say that you will be doing something great, and the same BKC building which we are in, my thinking was I will be building this size of corporations or CA firm. So but I am not able to do that. So what is the reason? So there I found this thing that what happens when someone clears CA or maybe any other degree, he goes for another degree. He goes for another degree. Then like that, the time, what we have here limited is time, okay, our energy or maybe your resources that you put all in these degrees only. So you are not focused on, any other things. And in one of the survey done by the Dell Carnegie Institute, okay, and there they found only 15%, the skills we are talking about, only 15% technical skill is helping to grow financially. And another 85% skill is different. It talks about people management skill, it talks about communication, it talks about negotiation, sales. Then why, means you was following someone, maybe your senior, he did this degree, that degree, you also went for that. Instead of just focusing on your whole and soul CA practice and building it and scaling it to the global level. Then third, old pattern, as I said, you are following the, seniors who have told you that you have to build like this. You have not given a, bird eye view like an eagle. What eagle does, they know that these means they can see the view as a broad. So that's why they know where the actual, they have to attack on a snake or some other creatures. So that way you have not given a thought. I will give you some example again. Suppose you are just standing and seeing down. Okay, so your view is this much only. But when you stand on a building and see, you'll come to know many more things. You can view the mountains. You can view the other, chawls maybe, or some other buildings. Then the roads, that like that. Okay, then you can figure out something for yourself. So, but what happened? You are just following the old patterns, and your environment is also like, yes, ऐसे ही कर लेते हैं. You will do like that only, and this is the process. And if these reasons are not there, then there is a lack of knowledge. As someone have mentioned in the talk that we have not educated. I think Neeraj ji have mentioned that there is that institute is not solving or giving the knowledge about the brand building. Then again, what is the solution then to build a brand? So I have come up with the 3S framework, and this framework, if you apply in your firm, you will see the results within next 3 to 6 months. And in this also, I want you to, focus only the first S. Another two is you will only do the things. So coming to this 3S framework, the first one is selling.
Mr. John, we are
talking.
making a note of this today's date.
Yeah.
Mark your words.
Yes, 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 please. So first one is selling. You will say now, John, yeah, we have to build a brand. We need a capital for that. There is some investment. Okay. And if you give us the sales, and as I said, I'm helping the chartered accountants to build a global brand. So from 16th of August, I had conversation with 150 plus, I think till date, 150 plus chartered accountants, and what they ask me, can you generate the leads? Can they want the help in the selling. So that's why I have decided why not to, incorporate this first and the most important point. That is the selling. As you are the professional, see, in income statement or maybe in trading account, what we find, that only one thing is important there, that is sales. If the sales is not good, all things are means not of use. The operation cost, the employee cost, everything is not of use. The business is doomed. So that's the reason I have chosen this point where we lack. So before going to the sales, how to generate the leads and everything like that. So I want to, bifurcate how the sales process actually works. So first you receive the inquiries, like we call them the leads. Then you offer them, yes, we can value your, for 2 lakh to 5 lakh, like that. And then the client agrees, you close the deal. So this is the simple process. First you receive the leads, that is inquiries. You offer them that this is the service charge, and if client agrees, you close them. So I want to understand from you all how you generate the leads right now. Or maybe leads means inquiries. Yes. And how many leads you get in a day?
Actually, the
ours is
question
mostly
should be framed in such a way, number of leads per month, per day.
Yeah.
no, ours is mostly B2B. So we rely on direct. Either we have some client for which we are doing our CA or CS activities, and they have some valuation work. Or the second is that some other professionals are there from which we have connect through our mutual connects and all, and they have some valuation requirement. So these are
Okay,
the two
okay.
things. So that is now Shilpa ma'am is right. We should not say number of leads per day. Per day
Okay.
is like, then it may come in decimals. So,
Okay. Okay. So what can be the number?
no, see, it's very difficult because it first of all it is see, when you say leads, there's no methodology to for us to calculate, because we are getting client call, and then we are just they're getting the work and we are starting it. So it's very difficult for us to gauge or estimate what is the lead number and all. It is
Okay.
just that
If I'll
we
say
get,
for per month, how
And
many leads you are
we have
getting?
very less negotiation power sometimes also due to this, because we are not generating the leads ourselves. Some professionals are coming in picture, they are giving us so you have to
yeah,
do in this
they
price. So
already have the price
yes,
also in
yes.
mind, that okay, this we so most of the time, few of the times, like, maybe people who are coming to us, so they have two ways. First, they know us that we are doing the evaluation work, that is why they are coming to us. Secondly, they already have a price in mind,
Okay.
so they will say, okay, this is the price, can you do it? And we need to do it in a rush. We need it in a 2 days, 3 days time, 1 day, 2 days time period.
Every day, every time
Every day.
they were in rush.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
one
So, the question is not mentioned here, but I want to know, is there someone like who is doing just a valuation work?
yeah, there are few people who are like 99, 90, 95% work is
Yes.
valuation now. The forte is become valuation.
Yes, me.
Okay.
I don't know
I do
whether
it.
there is somebody in the right now participant list.
Yes, I'm here. I'm
Okay.
almost into valuations of it.
Okay,
I
Prasanji,
also
you are
focus
doing
on
only
valuation.
valuation
Yeah.
work.
Huh?
Uh, Means you are doing the valuation work only. You are not
Yes.
practicing any other profession, right?
No. As of now, I'm not practicing as architect. Most.
Great. Thank you for
But
letting me know.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I would like to add that generating leads for a different type of asset class is different. Like for SFA valuations, definitely, normally a walk-in customer is not there. You know,
Okay.
it has to be a high profile person only who would be invested, like you would be a businessman maybe. But for a land and building valuer, maybe a person who wants a visa to be done, or maybe some calculation for capital gain, or maybe So these things also matter a lot for generating the leads. So I am registered on Just Dial, so I get leads for more than 2 or 3 leads per day. So
Okay,
that is
great.
also different. Maybe for SFA values, they may not be able to generate so much of leads.
So can you just please let me know what kind of leads you are getting in more in numbers, like startup valuation, maybe land and building valuation, brand
Land and
value.
building. I'm a land and building valuer.
Sorry,
I'm a land and building valuer.
land and building value.
Yeah. So
Thank
that
you.
is why I get leads from chartered accountants as well as from any person who is trying to figure out any valuer for any other purpose.
Okay,
Like maybe asset, just what you call visa purpose, maybe taxation purpose,
okay.
or yeah, maybe net worth purpose.
But land and building is a different
Yes,
scenario
absolutely, absolutely,
altogether.
absolutely.
But
That's what I'm saying.
SFA, if you say SFA,
Yes, yes,
it is very difficult to
very,
get like
yes,
yes.
yes.
5 to
That's what
6
I'm saying.
leads a month is like we are happy.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like banks, we are doing more than say around 30 to 40 valuations per day. So
Okay.
that
That I
even
am
SFA
saying
values
land
cannot.
and building is something
Yes, that's what it. Yes,
different. You
that is
get
what.
work from banks and but we
Yes,
as a
yes,
SFA
very
we are
different.
not
Yes,
regulated by the
right.
FEMA also banks also.
Yes,
So we have
yes,
very less or there are so many valuers these days. Why
yes, yes,
somebody will
yes,
come to you only?
yes.
Because there
Right,
are
right.
valuers who are doing the work in less fees
Mm,
also.
yes, yes, yes.
Yes, that's the thing.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Prashant ji. For the next session, the Prashant ji will be my every time I'll give you the example of Prashant. So
Thank you.
yeah. So
Yes.
thank you so much, Prashant ji, Kushbu ji. So what if you get 5 to 10 leads per day? This was the exact idea of this session, and which I think which can
How
interest
we
you
will
more.
get
Yes, yes, we'll talk about that also. Yes, next that we are going to talk. So basically, lead generation with the digital branding. So as a brand coach, I want to talk about the branding only. So what is digital branding and for what means what steps you can take? So digital branding is you are creating your presence online. See, you have to think in potential clients perspective. Okay, for next what I have after talking to 150 CAs and ACCA professional, I came to know what happens, they have lot of expertise, but what they are doing, they are thinking from their perspective instead of the client's perspective. And I'm talking not about the bargainers, that negotiator clients. I'm talking about the potential clients who have a big pocket size, and they are corporation, maybe mid-size corporation. Okay. So they are the potential clients in my whatever I'm talking about. The client means the big ticket size clients. So you have to think like that way. Okay. In 2019, so I failed in one startup. It was in the technology space, and we developed the app, and the person who was doing the investing thing for me. So he told me that you have to submit a registered valuer certificate for your startup. So then the question is like, oh man, well, from where I will get this person to, the startup was from the entertainment industry. So what I did, I went to the Google, I searched registered valuer for entertainment. So I did not found anyone. Then I go to the the CAs to whom I know. I asked them, do you know anyone who is doing the entertainment valuation work? So he told me, no, I don't have any idea about this. So like that it happens. So the what here the main point is, the potential people, they are looking for the experts. Okay, they are not looking for the generalized people. So for the steps for the digital branding is, you have to be, I am doing one thing for one people, like that. So you have to select the niche. The step is select the niche. The way Prashant ji have mentioned that he's doing the land and building work and he's getting the 2 to 3 per day leads. Like same this way, you have to go for the niche, because the niche will make you rich. So I want to ask you, what's your service tagline?
John, but in our SFA area, if you see, you can't just do one particular valuation. You have to cater to all kinds of clients. If you say only entertainment, we won't get any work. Like 6 months, maybe we won't get any one work. It may happen.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we have to be like, we have to serve the startups also. We have to serve the brands. We have to serve the IPR. We have to cater to all kinds of clients. You know.
Okay. Khushbu, I want to ask you, means which kind of most of the clients come to you? Is it startup or is it brand
Yeah,
valuation or something else?
mostly clients come for raising of capital. That's most are startups. Some are like statutory requirement kind of thing. So I get also debenture work. I get also startup. So mostly these kind of work, private
Means,
placements.
if I can say, you are your main segment of revenue generation is startups, right?
Mostly, yeah.
Yes, so your tagline would be like, my name is Khushbu Agarwal and I am helping startups in their valuation, right?
Yeah,
So
right.
your brand positioning, your niche is startups. Your niche is startup, means you have to present everywhere, whether it is a LinkedIn or any other social media or maybe your website. You have to focus on the niche category. Like, that is, you are helping the startup founders.
Yeah, I think,
Correct,
John
correct.
sir, you please continue, and we'll discuss later on our issues. I
Okay,
think,
okay,
yeah, that will be right. Khushbu ji, please, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
okay. The next point is the step 2, building your brand. As I've said, that you have to, present everywhere. These 5 to 10 leads I'm talking about, that I will show you now on the screen. Vijayaji, can you please, help me to share my screen? Can I share the screen?
Yeah, John ji, you can share.
Okay. Neeraj, can you please help me how I can go on Google? This is very, difficult for me. Yeah.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes, I want to use Google right now, but I'm not able to find the Google thing.
No, select this on the top. You want to open Google browser, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So this just go to another tab, na, beside Zoom. Go to the Google Chrome.
Okay, wait.
You were there on that
Go
page.
to
Oh,
no, not this.
Go to Google.
yes, yes. How I can go? Please, step by step, guide me. This is very,
You just
Select
open that.
Yes. Now I will share the screen, right?
Yeah.
I'm
This Google
sharing
Chrome
the
browser.
screen.
Presently, who is sharing the screen?
No, eight minute. You are on the Zoom, no? On the Zoom, you just click Zoom again. On the top, you will get plus sign. John,
Yes, yes, sir.
just you click Zoom. Come to Zoom.
I'm on Zoom right now.
No. We can't see you on the
Vijaya,
Zoom.
can I ask Vijaya only to share her screen and go on a Google? Can you help me with that, Vijaya?
Correspondent channelized by Ali.
Hello.
John ji, if you just select
हाँ.
the Google browser.
ये न्यू शेयर में मैं जा रहा हूँ.
Yeah, this Google browser is showing, na. Select on the Google browser.
This one, right?
Yeah, bottom page Google browser. Yeah. Now this plus on the top plus tab. On the top right hand side. Go up.
Go up. Ekdam last line. Prashant Agarwal, Google.
Yeah. These 3 tabs are there, na.
हम्म.
Alexander.
ये वाला.
Google.
ये है.
This plus tab,
or
this left, go left.
कोई अदर मेथड नहीं है जिसमें मतलब स्क्रीन शेयर हो जाए ये, क्योंकि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था ये.
No, you
एक
go left.
minute, John, on the top page you have got WhatsApp. There's a tab for WhatsApp, and then go post attendance or something, Zoom, and then next is Google.
No, I'm finding very difficult to use this.
No, you see in
Currently,
top left hand side. WhatsApp you can read.
Yes, WhatsApp I can read here.
Then there's Zoom.
next
Okay, I
is
think this tab is ये actually ये मीटिंग का ना recording वाला option यहाँ पे दिखा रहा है मुझे.
No, see that WhatsApp. Then there's post attendance Zoom. Then there's Google.
नहीं मिल पा रहा है मुझे.
Sir, WhatsApp के बगल में there's an attendance Zoom का tab.
Actually,
यहाँ पे तो ये
Mr. John,
mute I can see what in beside WhatsApp there is a mute, stop video. These options are coming.
Mr. John, I have requested for remote control.
Yes.
Can you accept mine, please?
Okay. Let me.
What we were actually referring to is, you still have to accept my request. Have you accepted my request?
No, yeah, I'm approving. Yes.
What everyone is referring to is this third one, this Google, this one. 1 minute.
No, I can see.
I
this
think his
thing
screen is frozen or something because
Yeah, that's
of
the
a
reason.
less
I think.
bandwidth. Everything else I can handle, but not the Google. Actually, you will have to stop share once.
Okay.
Switch off your video.
just
So and
close it,
go
please.
near your Wi-Fi.
Just press control
Close and restart.
control down twice.
Okay.
The screen is hanged.
Yeah, close and
Yes,
restart.
I also think that only because this cursor is also not working properly.
Because of the bandwidth issues. Okay, you can switch off your video, stop share for once, go near Wi-Fi, and then come back and do.
Yes.
You can try switching off your video just for some time.
Okay.
Yeah. Now again, you do your Google thing. Keep the browser open.
Okay.
When you stop
okay.
sharing, it's slightly better. You're able to use your browser now and go to the
Yes,
required
I'm
page.
using my browser now and just coming on the point.
You keep everything open, then share your screen. Actually, this happens with me also, Mr. John, especially valuation screen will be on. I want to share something with the client and everything goes haywire.
Okay.
Once you got the web page, you can continue share screen.
Yes.
The Zoom has given a wonderful option, request remote control. So just in case anyone don't know, it's even in Teams, it is possible.
So is it visible right now?
Yeah, we can see your browser, Google.
Yes. So we were on,
Yes.
how to generate the 5 to 10 leads. So I'm searching now for the startup valuer. So you might be knowing these firms.
Yeah, Resurgent is
Resurgent is quite a familiar name.
Yeah. So I want to ask you all if there is some, ethical points are there. So how these people are using this sponsored ad? So you people can guide me more. Like how they do this. This Resurgent India Limited.
No
Is
clue.
there anyone?
They are very big companies, so they have people for that. For individual persons, I think it is difficult to concentrate on brands because they have to do everything, executions, client catching and all.
Okay. No, my question is, Khushbujil, is like that, how they are using the marketing ad. This is the sponsored you are seeing on the Google. It means that they are doing the solicitation work, which Shilpa ji have mentioned.
So generally, what happens that
If somebody is regulated by any body that you cannot do the marketing, then what this I'm not talking about resurgent, but what I have known for is Big Four, that their body, there are two bodies. One is registered under ICI, which is a
Okay.
CA firm, and second is a, for example, EY. EY
Okay.
is not registered under ICI. So EY is a private limited firm. So they can do marketing of whatever source they want to do it. So they have parallel, there are two bodies. So one, so who is regulated under SRBC, the ICI, which is called the SRBC, it's a CA firm. They cannot do marketing.
Okay.
But EY can do the marketing. So whatever the source is, they get the work from EY marketing. They basically divert it to the SRBC if the work is related to audits.
Okay. So this practice I can see also availed by some other professionals. And the point is like they incorporate some another entity, right, Sagarji?
Yes, they do this.
Yes, correct. So
Mostly
I
these
want
things.
you to think. I will not answer each and everything. I will just, give you the roadmap. You have to think how I will execute. That's on you. Now, can you see the second one, myvaluation.in? This one.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
we can see
posted.
that.
That firm have generated SEO. If someone is, see, this one is the keyword which I have entered here, startup registered valuers in Bangalore. Okay. So this keyword giving the opportunity to the my valuation company. So someone searches for this keyword, he will go to the my valuation person. And in 2019, if suppose there was someone who have generated the SEO, this is a part of SEO. So if he has generated the keywords like this, that entertainment startup registered valuer, so I would have contacted him. So this is the main idea of going for the digital presence. So people who are practicing, individually and thinking that with only word of mouth you will generate the leads and everything like that, so it will be a very difficult situation for you in next few years. And now also I am talking with the very big professional, they are also saying that it is difficult. So you have to come on the digital end, and you have to use the all the platforms, whether it is a social media, blogs, or creating the website, or the entities how they are created. So you have to go for this. So this was the main thing I wanted to show you, how you can be visible to the actual clients. So this resurgent person is people paying for the Google to list them on the top. So that potential people will the clients will go will search and go on this resurgent website, and they will contact them. So this is the main idea of getting the leads. So, and if you consider the ethical things, then you have to build like a presence like a myvaluation.in, where you will be posting more blogs, and you will be creating more contents. Yes.
Actually, here, John, there is a very fine line between solicitation and projecting our image. See, even for Bangalore Valuers Association, when we approach certain professionals, they say don't add their firm name. One person actually gave this request. I don't want my firm name to come, because that way it will be advertisement of the firm, which is not permitted under ICI regulations. He said, just talk about me, about my qualifications, about my this.
Okay. So
That was a one-off case.
the third point is coming to your point, madam. The first one and second one I have told you. The website I have shown you. The blog means the contents you write for the your website, and sharing with the relevant people. Like if I take the Khushbu ji's example, what I'll be doing, I'll be creating more contents on the startups, different startups, and I'll be sharing with them. And if suppose I know the potential leads who will be paying me, So for example, the technology startups are high paying. They also come up with the good amount as a capital. So I will focus more on the technology startups and sharing the contents for them, regular contents. Whether it is a reel, whether it is a LinkedIn. Now LinkedIn is also giving the video option, so I will use the video option for them. Okay, I will share the contents on LinkedIn and I will build a community. So for third point, writing a book. So as Shilpa ji mentioned that there's someone who said that don't use my firm's name. So if you are a CA or any other professional, you have to go for the ethical consideration and their ethical point, professional ethics. And there you will find that on a book, you can write your firm's name. And I'm telling you, this book has given me so much of business, not from the CA thing, but from the other businesses. Also, my big corporation achievement is because of that book only. I have generated so much of network that that is generating business for me. And from them, that thing I started for the, after applying all these concepts, I started for the chartered accountants, where my, passion, purpose comes into the picture. So writing a book is a very much important thing. So
John, I will just make
is
a
there
correction.
is there someone who have written the book?
John, some correction I want to make.
Yeah.
We take inspiration from you and definitely start with an article. May not be a book, okay, but
Okay.
definitely with an article. Thanks for
Okay.
this.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So is there someone who have written the book and gained some kind of benefits out of that? I want to,
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, John. My name is Natraj. I had opportunity to author one chapter in a global publication, Springer publication,
Okay.
on scorecard methodology of startup valuation.
Okay.
So I thought it would be a 1 month work, but it took me 6 months actually. So you were right actually in saying that we should write a book. Because that gives an opportunity for you to learn, and also that networking and visibility you will get. So,
Yes, of course. So
so that is
the points
very
which we have talked about differentiation, it will create definitely a differentiation in your community or in your profession.
John, I want to just ask you another question. See,
Yeah,
having said that, you have actually said that, yeah, one has to, create a website, build a, do the search engine optimization, write a book, build a community. And, in our field, it is very important that work comes through references. We do not really solicit walk-ins. I will tell you in my own experience what has happened. So there was a walk-in who said that, yeah, I have looked at your website and I want a valuation report. And no, as a professional, we do not discriminate or we do not distinguish. We just do a basic check. Okay, what is your name? What is the name of the company? What is the requirement? We understood all of those things. I have, and I entered into an engagement letter with that person.
Okay.
And then executed the work. But when it came to billing, the person vanished, literally vanished.
Okay.
And now after 6 months, he has come
Mhm.
back and he's like telling that, yeah, he wants to pay me for the work that he has done. And he has paid me 1/3 of whatever he has, whatever I had charged as an invoice. And then now he's like, he's paid me only because he wants to ask additional queries,
Okay.
or he wants an update for the report that was issued. Now you tell me, how does this fit into the whole scheme of things, that when walk-ins come in and they don't pay us for the efforts that we have put in, and more so they have actually come, how do we as professionals safeguard ourselves?
Kusumji, next slide is next points are for you only. I will take your name in that. So thank you for asking me this question. Yeah, so this way you can generate the leads. And now Kusumji, this is your slide only. Step 2. So we are, see, 3-step framework I am giving you. The first one is selling. Second one is systemizing. And third is scaling. So as you have mentioned, Kusumji, so there is no proper system in your firm. Once the walk-in comes, okay, he inquires you, you have to charge the fees earlier. See what we have
Like
done in
advance
our
payment, you are
organization.
saying
Yes,
50%
yes,
advance we can take.
yes,
But
you can take
sometimes
a
it happens
50%
practically
payment.
ना,
You can,
practically क्या होता है,
हाँ,
practically वो नहीं देते हैं. I also have faced this kind of situation. We have a thing कि we will charge 50% advance fee, but it
okay,
happens कि they convince us कि no we will give it to you, don't think like that ऐसे वैसे. So we are like that कि ना we will lose the client.
okay. Now,
Understood?
See, and
Kuji
in
and
Kushbu's
yeah,
example, you have to remember that she works with startups. Startups are always, tight funded, or they don't have. So it is like chicken or egg situation. Should we ask for money first, or should we encourage them to raise funds first?
So
okay,
startups, you never. Sorry to pitch in here. If I get a work from a CA, and the two from a very well-known CA whom I can trust, I will do, or from a bank or a institution, I will do without advance. But if any startup or a new CA whom I have not worked with, I will not proceed without advance. And
correct, correct.
one of the recent case, I took 50% advance. It came through a CA, but still I was not confident. I took 50% advance and 50% balance before delivering the final report. So
Correct.
there is no room for this thing. Otherwise, if we are in a retainership with them, there is another benefit we are arriving. Then it is fine.
Sir, it
But
has
No,
also happened
no,
that
I think,
I have
see, I
taken the
think,
50% advance.
Shilpa,
Yes,
uh,
but it happens that middle person who was in line with me, he told कि startups has like उनका business बंद हो गया, they are unable to pay. What will we do? This kind of situation also happen.
no,
no, I
we
think,
should
So
not. We
Khushbuji,
should not
here
fund.
your systems are not maintained.
no,
If
I
you follow your
see,
system, like
the biggest thing is that if we remove the fear that we lose a client and we don't work without payment, that itself will create a environment wherein we are not getting committed to such defaults.
Correct.
That is the
You
best way.
and here
Just remove the
only, I
fear that
want
we
to
lose a
add,
client.
here only the topic which we are discussing, that building a brand, that comes into the picture. You are
Exactly.
not focusing on building the brand. Then how that person, when you are asking for the payment, you are not confident from your heart. Okay, that I will lose this client. Okay, not an issue. I will go for the वैसे भी उसने पैसा तो दिया नहीं है. So why should I focus on such kind of clients? Why should I see, we learn that time is money, but I will say time is not money. Okay, time is to create wealth, and how that leveraging. So why you are focusing on the you have limited time and you have to use others' time. You have to buy the others' time, and for that reason we need a sales. Okay, and when that person is not paying you, then why you are giving the service? Okay, you have your inputs are very much, you have learned these concepts, then maybe some kind of tool software. Then why you are not charging? Because you are internally not confident about your service, whether you will generate the next client or not. If he is going, let him go. That's the thing. So you have to focus on building a brand, then you can attract the right client, right audience which you are looking for, your ideal clients who will pay you. So that's the thing. So that's why we are talking more about the brand building. Once you are done with this, you will only feel like, yes, I am confident now, and I will charge. These are the terms from our side. So and also see, you have to focus on systemizing each and every processes. I will give you one recent example in very short, because we are lacking some time. So what happens, one of the lead, we have generated one lead for annual filing work, okay, from foreign country. So one of the CA, I asked him, yes, he told me, yes, I am doing this. And then what he did, he started asking to my client that I'm giving just an example. Sir, you have PAN card? Sir, you have residential proof? Like one by one. When my client says yes, then he asks another question. So this is the very unprofessional way. And I find this in very small organizations, small firms, where they are not systemizing the processes, and that's why they complex each and everything. The activities which are in the organization, they get stuck into that. And you have to why we are talking about the niche work, because when you go for the niche, like if I take the example of Khushbu only, then when I go for the niche work, I'll come to know that these are my clients, these are not my clients. Yesterday also, I got one call from the referral of the CA that, John, are you helping in the e-commerce work? So I said, no, I can guide your, if he's your client, is your friend, or maybe you have a good relation, I can guide him, but I will not work for him. Whether he is paying me 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakh, I'm not bothered about the money. So that's the kind of mentality you have to hold. And for the now the some counter questions come to me, that what what about my survival? Okay, what about my expenses? For this, I'm telling you, why, see, you started your practice, right? You have calculated with the budget. Yes, I have 6 months of budget. Okay, so for 6 months, I think you all are very well that 6 month ka budget leke chal rahe. Then when you are taking 6 month budget, try to get one potential client who can give you when I was in articleship, that my senior used to say, अरे CA बन गया ना, देख 1000 का 1000 का 1 ITR, and you will get 1000 client का तू कर रहा है, this is the revenue. I said, अरे वाह. But they have not given the thing like you have to crack the 10 lakh ka client per month, maybe per year. Like that, you have to focus on your ideal client. You have to search them, and when you are not clear from the mind, you cannot search them. See, there is one saying, might be you have heard. If you are going to buy suppose Royal Enfield or maybe some BMW car, so you will find that car only everywhere. Okay, so that's like our human tendency is. When you are focusing on your ideal customers, you will find the ways to reach out to them. And that's why I told you, see, when you are, giving the services to the startups, that time what you have to do, you don't have to go for the, networking on LinkedIn to all the chartered accountants only. You have to network with the startup founders. Okay. And there are methods through which you can find the which companies incorporated now or in the past. So you have to, build the community for them. So I can see on LinkedIn, there are many CAs who are building the community of their niche, and they are generating the results. So that's the thing. You have to more focus on the sales. Why I said these 2 points which I'm talking, systemizing and scaling, this is important, but most important, what I want you to learn, what you should take from this session, is that you have to focus on selling, and how with the building of brand, so that you can charge the premium and any and the differentiation. These points will benefit you. And this, if you focus on sales and systemizing, and then you can scale this to the from Bangalore to Mumbai, from Mumbai to UAE to US, like that. So I think there's some question. No, yeah. Yes, thank you. So I want you don't want please don't, if you don't want to miss the digital branding, start it right now.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for this session and guiding us through how we can build the brand and systemize and scaling. Yeah, it's very important that sometimes we lose, like we are not confident about the things we have, but we have to confidence. Thanks for guiding us from Bangalore Value Association. I'm thanking you and grateful. Have a nice weekend ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. John.
Yes, Kusumji, your doubt is clear.
John, actually, I have
Yes, John, it is clear.
Yeah.
I have a couple of points actually. One is when it comes
No, there is some voice issue.
I'm sure traveling. I don't know how clear it is. Is it okay?
Yes, now it is okay. Yeah.
Okay. So my thought is that for business valuers, the digital branding or SEO actually doesn't work so much, though it is a B2B service, because most of the people they just straight away go to their CAs or bigger firms, bigger companies will go to big fours. So for us to for us to get the valuation business from digital marketing might be a challenge, but maybe in the due we have
No, your
to
voice.
start together and somewhere it will pick up. But otherwise, you want digital marketing. Okay, I
Yes,
think
Nataraja, there is
I
some
leave it to you
issue
because
in the voice. I'm not able to figure out what question you are asking. Can you please mail or WhatsApp me your query on this number? Yeah, I'm sharing my number. You can WhatsApp me.
Okay.
And on any other person,
will.
please, if you have any question, this is a very big topic. We can cover more things, but it was for 1 hour. So please WhatsApp me with your queries. Yes. Yes, should I stop the sharing now?
Yeah, John. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'll ask Mr. Ravichandran to do a vote of thanks for the speaker.
Sorry. Thanks a lot, Mr. John. Certainly, I'm sure that we will. So far, we are not concentrated on brand building, and I'm sure that with your this morning lecture, we will be in a position to do the brand building to the extent possible. Actually, as a token of love and affection, we are sharing a memento. We will also BVA will send this memento to you. Thank you once again for your excellent presentation,
Yes,
Mr. John.
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank
you, everyone. Thank you, Neeraj ji.
Please share your number, sir. John sir, on chat box.
Sorry?
Please
Yeah,
share
he
your
has
number.
shared. He has shared.
He has shared in the PPT also. The
I have
number
shared,
is there.
yeah.
I'll share it in the group, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
John,
you
you
so
can.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you have unshared, na? Now we'll move to our second part of the session today by CA Aman Marodia. Mr. Aman Marodia is a chartered accountant, also a registered valuer. He's based out of, I think,
We
Gorakhpur.
can't see his profile.
Vijaya?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you share his profile and all?
Yes, sir. Neeraj, sir. Neeraj, sir.
Yeah, Vijaya, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So as I was saying, Mr. Aman Marodia he's a chartered accountant. He specializes in taxation, equity research, litigation, advisory. He's a senior associate at ASHA Associates, a chartered accountant firm. He has expertise in SAP, Forex, Treasury, Bank audits, and RERA consultancy. He is committed to delivering quality-driven professional solutions while pursuing new opportunities and growth. He's also a registered valuer. I've known him for some times, and I have the pleasure of interacting with him for few other topics also. And I hope that today's session he will be able to enlighten us on how to again go on a growth trajectory with registered valuer firms, etc. So, Mr. Raman, not taking much more time, I will hand over this baton to you. You can share your screen, sir, and start the session.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good
Am I
morning.
audible?
Good morning, Anji.
You're audible.
So good morning, everyone. So especially our senior members and young friends, especially Neeraj sir, and for giving the opportunity here. And
Aman, if possible, can you a bit? I think you are your voice is a bit low.
1 second, please. Is it okay now?
Yeah, better.
Yes, all fine.
Okay. So let me share the screen.
Your screen is visible, Aman.
But it's not expanding the PPT. There is some problem in sharing. Let me reshare again. So now it's okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
So today I believe that most of the valuers are connected and there may be other classes of valuers also. The land and building and plant and machinery also is there.
Yes.
Someone?
Yes,
Yes,
land and
land and
building.
building. Yeah, Prashant ji.
So we all are valuers. I'm also a valuer and I'm a CA. So this topic itself, I'm not going to talk about anything theoretical or like anything related to how to do the valuations. You know better than me. But I will share just my experience on how to grow the firm and how to take benefit of uh, people joining people and growing the network through a channelized way through a firm. And it's based on my experience because I have been with a firm. I have started my own CA firm around 6 years back, and I with one of my friend has started in a partnership. And today, in this 5 year journey, what I have learned, I have tried to give some inputs and how to do it in valuer form also. That is the main topic today. So based on what I have experienced in these 5 years, we have grown our firm in 5 states. We have today we have branches in Maharashtra, Meghalaya, Bihar, UP, and we are also searching new partners. So now it's a time that you have to give some time to a firm to deliver the output to you, because initially in 1 or 2 years you will not get any output. You have to work on it, and certainly there is a very good opportunity and very beneficial to have a firm rather than being an individual practitioner. That we can do. Individual practice we can do. There's no one going to stop it. But being with a firm will give you an additional advantage or a leverage over what you already have. In the sense, because today we ourselves in a CA firm, we are doing 80% of institutional work. Just because our firm has a credentials as of now, in terms of aging, in terms of number of partners, in terms of number of the branches, and in terms of the empanelments with the government agencies like banking and CAG and all. So uh, let me start with the topic today, leveraging opportunities in institutions and geographies through networking and firm creation. So in this, we'll start with how to do it. So there is a, one second. So first, what is a valuer entity? That we all know that there is a entity. Entity can be anything that is joined by some of the people. It can be a partnership firm, LLP, or a company. So if any entity is created and it is registered with the IBBI, it is called registered valuer entity. Before it is registered with IBBI, it is valuer entity. So registered valuer entity is any entity that is registered with the IBBI. So what are the benefits of a registered valuer entity? Suppose there is a, like I have already said, that it creates a reputation, or like what the John has delivered, I am just giving an extension to it. And I appreciate the organizers for taking similar topics today. So it is also an extension of brand creation, or like creating a base for a brand to develop in future. So it's like establishing the professional reputation, because it creates value with more of the people joining the firm, and expanding the horizon, because we expand with diverse opportunities and various projects in public sector also and private sector also, through tendering and other things. And commitment to compliance is like that we all do, whether it is entity or per individual, that is not the other thing. Client trust is built because client sees, because suppose in an individual practice, what clients we deal with are not that large or like that reputed clients. So if we have to approach some big clients, so client trust is very necessary, because the big client is not going to have a small individual valuer to get its report signed, because he'll also look for some big firm. So in order to capture that opportunity, that RB entity comes into play. And recognized industry presence is also part of it. So eligibility of RB creation, as we know that it is the partnership firm, there should be minimum 3 partners who are registered valuers. And for each class, at least one partner should be from one partner of each asset class should be there, so that we get registered in all the 3 asset classes in the banner of RB entity. So, and it should not be insolvent, and the partners meet the eligibility criteria as per the rules. So it is the basic eligibility. So what are the steps? Like creation of partnership, first we create an entity and fulfill the eligibility, like minimum 3 partners are there, and register. We have to have an RVO to register our entity with an RVO. That RVO takes some fees, one-time fees and annual fees. Then that RVO forward the application to IBBI with an 10,000 of non-refundable fees. IBBI, after reviewing the application, grant the RV entity registration by RBBI. So it is a glimpse of how RV entity, like it is IOV RV. I think I have shared one screenshot. What it charges for an RV entity. It is annual membership fee, first asset class. It is like first, second, third. It is written because if we have a firm with 3 kind of registered valuers. So one with plant machinery, one with land building, one with SFA. So we want to have registration in all the 3 classes in the name of RV entity. Then it is 30,000 plus 10 plus 10, like 50,000 one-time fee. No, annual fee, and one time it is 25,000 plus GST. So it is 50,000 we have to pay annually if we register for all the 3 classes to the IOV RVO. and it may be similar, less or more with other RVOs, not much differences. So I'll just take a reference for one RVO. So
Aman, while I think you will be covering this in later slides as well. See, as a RV, suppose I'm partnering with you, okay?
yes,
And we as a firm will sign RV entity, okay?
yes.
For and on behalf of a XYZ RV entity, okay, one of us could be signing. In case of any, question about, one partner's, responsibility, you actually may not be involved in much of this work, this particular report which I might have issued. But then you could also face the repercussions of me giving a bad report. So why don't you cover that also somewhere in the end? Like, what is the, precaution which we should take, or how can we mitigate certain things?
So what we do in our CA firm is like suppose there is a partner from some branch, like in South, maybe in Bangalore we have one partner, and the head office is in Delhi. So you are saying about the Bangalore partner signing any report and causing harm to the reputation of the firm.
Yeah.
So in that case, there is always a SOP. So we always follow a centralized system of billing. In that case, it is one of the ways to mitigate. It is not a standard way or a mandatory way. We can do it anyway. But as far as what I believe is, if we have a centralized system, like there should be a head office, and every report should be passed on through the head office, and I prefer billing from the head office only, so that it is a centralized way of managing and reviewing all the works done through the RV entity. So it gives us a check to protect us from releasing any erroneous report or something like that.
No, what Shitwaji must be asking is that what is the liability of another partner for maybe some issues or maybe a bad report from other partners?
Because this is the
Shitwaji-
only concern why we
Yeah.
stop ourselves from considering
yes.
all these, all this
Yeah.
costing and all. Yeah, we can go to IBBA website, we can get it. But this deliberation is important in this context. Like, say, for example, I bring the client right now, I am separate, I will get all the 100% of mine. But if I go through you, say, for example, we will switch the roles. I am head office and your branch kind of a thing. Okay. As a branch, I may not be really giving to you 100% of what you would have otherwise got.
So see,
Okay.
it's always there is no any liability of any partner in the firm who is not involved in the work.
But
That
is
is
this
clear.
what the statute says? Like what I interpret or you interpret, I am more curious to know whether what the statute says, because the statute says only the firm, right? Not the person who is signing. The firm also has to take the thing.
Responsibility.
I think
So the statute is like the two main persons may be the responsible, like the person who has done the work, who has signed the work, and the second one who has reviewed the work. These
No,
two persons.
blacklisting, does that happen? Like in blacklisting, they blacklist the firm, right?
No, firm is not blacklisted at all. Because
actually in valuation, we do not have any such precedents, but it's just a matter of time that some statutory authority could question.
No, firm is a separate entity. Firm cannot be blacklisted based on any partner's
No,
wrongdoing.
sir. They have blacklisted the firm as well. They have blacklisted the registered valuer firm for the 6 month
Oh,
for the one valuation, and everyone knows the name.
Actually, one more thing, Aman. What happens is, suppose I and you are become an RV entity, I cannot sign in my individual capacity. That power is taken away. I can only sign on behalf of the firm. This is a rule. And I cannot say Neeraj Agarwal is another RV. I cannot partner with him as well. It's prohibited. I can only partner with you, and I and you together, whatever firm we have, only that I have to continue.
We have to go under the firm only. That is it.
Yes.
And
So given
regarding
this
the
context, it becomes very crucial that,
regarding the what you said, like the penalties and the other things that I was not prepared about, so I have not made a study on that. So regarding that, I can tell you later. But what other things are there that I can say if you allow me?
It's easy to collaborate, Aman. It's easy to collaborate. I and you just have a word, just have some agreement in place and then get going. But then I will put all the rules. As a head office, I will put all the rules. But then I cannot stop some hand to actually sign a report, right? In that context, I'm coming.
No, the signed report should be released from the head office only. Na? Before you reviewing it, how will it be released? And how will firm get penalized?
No, it's not always head
If-
office and branch, na?
If someone is reviewing also, he may not know the
Yes.
repercussions, or he is not going deep
Yes.
into the what I have done. He will just
Absolutely.
upper say he will go through, but he will never
Because
know what I have done wrong.
because otherwise it would be a duplication of efforts. Everyone has
Yes,
to do.
obviously.
No,
And
that's
asset class also.
like penalties is other thing. Penalties we can have insured. That is the other thing.
That is the most
Regarding
important thing. We are not collaborating with any
Yes.
RV firm
In fact,
because
Aman,
they
I
say
will tell
many
you.
things. They
like
promise
if
many
we
things.
are if we are
Yes.
10 members and we charge each member for being in the firm for even the contribution to the membership fee, so we take some additional fee for insurance portion also, na? Then it is not that easy.
Aman, insurance, what happens?
Insurance is
Okay,
something
see,
else. Yeah.
Insurance will protect you only if you are proven not guilty. Say, for example, an registered valuer entity or the partner himself are taken into some statutory authority, some questioning happens, and he is proven guilty for whatever negligence or whatever. No insurance will give you protection. Only if you are not proven guilty, whatever cost you incur for fighting out your case. Say, for example, you hire a great lawyer, that could be covered under insurance.
See, what are you saying is that like if any partner has signed a wrong report, then he may have an impact of his career, but the firm will not. Firm may have a temporary impact.
No, firm
But
will
it
also
is
have
not.
There
But
are
it will.
instances, Aman.
firm is
But
also having the greater impact.
There are
And the person who is reviewing may not be of the same asset class of what the report is of. Like if
That
I'm
is also one concern. Land and building,
Yeah.
plant and machinery, SFA,
Yes,
suppose
how
are
will you
coming an RV entity,
yeah
how
how
others
will you
will
review?
know how
Yeah,
to review.
yeah.
but
not
see,
like
if,
other PA firms. RV entity works differently.
Yes, yes. That nuances
Shilpa,
is what
am
we
I
have to
audible?
deliberate.
it
Am I
may be
audible?
like yes.
Sorry to. I'm traveling. Am I audible? I wanted to make a point.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, what my thought is that when we enter into partnerships, these are calculated risks, which
Yes.
without taking that we cannot progress. So can't do anything. We have to calculate risks and we have to discuss. Like any other company, also management will take calculated risks. So I think this we have to have some internal procedures and in place, and then we have to go ahead. I think that's what I.
No, that process is what I would like to steer the discussion to. Like any thoughts from the participants, how that risk can be mitigated? Any thoughts from the participants are welcome.
Even we were
Shilpa,
thinking,
Sanjay here. We can have standards of quality control, correct? Let's say if a report is being prepared. So if we have a strong review mechanism within the firm, which says that a partner's work is reviewed by another partner.
What would be that review mechanism, sir?
What would be that review mechanism? I mean, review mechanism could be redo whether the standards have been followed or not, correct? Do a test check on the report, do the test check on the data. So these are the things that can be conducted in order to ensure that
Sir,
report
the
which is going
person
out
who
is of
will
first
review
quality.
will be the same person, because if we form a RV with 3 different class, I will be making the report, I will be doing the review. So I have done the mistake. It will not come under my eyes at that point of time sometimes.
and
No,
as a
review has to
different
be done
asset
by
class, how
another
do we
person.
know?
Yeah, you cannot review your own work, correct? And that's incorrect. From
And
a
the
control
We
I
have
other
can't
asset
to.
class,
involve anyone from outside to review my work now.
No, we have two valuers from each class. Na one will review the work of other.
How?
Actually, this
I
review
do not understand.
mechanism somehow has to be established, Kushbu. Otherwise, Sanjay's
There
point
is
has to
no
be
bar.
taken in
There
total.
is no bar in adding of members. And we will have 6 valuers in the firm.
See the
2
problem with
from each classes.
supposing as a land and building, I'll give you an example. There's a property in Delhi. There's a property in say Mumbai. I am a local Mumbai person. I know the potentials. I know the other aspects of valuation of the local area. How can I check a person Delhi person's valuation report? He will say नहीं इधर तो ऐसा होगा ये ऐसा इसका potential है ये
हाँ
इधर ऐसा
वैसा होता ही
development
है
है
सर, वो
हाँ
होता है,
land and
हर
building में
एरिया का
तो
अलग।
हाँ
we are
land and building
not
में ये
talking
issues
about
होते
the
हैं
data. We are saying that
yeah
whether the 10 steps which were supposed to be there has been followed. Has the
sir
data
in
been
land and
collected?
building valuation there is no particular steps like that. That is the problem. Every asset
No,
class
that
valuation is different.
simple could we have we obtained the guidance value report, correct, from the registrar's office? Correct.
No sir
Have we measured the land? Have we measured the land? Had the survey been done? Have we taken photographs of the place? Correct. There could be multiple things that can be created as evidence in
Sir, in
terms of
land
our
and building, it happens कि valuer are giving lower rate than the
yes
circle rate due to
many times
so
So
this
is the
is not
reasons
correct.
documented? So is the reasons documented? Is the justification mentioned in the report? Is that plausible?
the justification
Correct.
also is challengeable sir. That is the problem. Many times it is an opinion. See, evaluation is also an opinion. Today my
Yeah.
justification may not appeal to another fellow valuer of mine.
So see, there's a dissent which has been documented or an agreement which has been documented internally within the firm, then the person is protected. Correct.
There will be more of conflict than maybe running a firm then.
Okay. And at the end of the day, people form firms, people break also, correct? Things are not
Yeah,
working, then they break, correct, at the end of the day.
yeah.
If one partner
These
is
are the
being
issues. Yeah.
very casual about things, correct, then it comes off, correct?
Mm.
Or you have a mechanism in which you have a person join, and if he's not up to the mark, then he has to exit also, correct?
Yeah.
You need to have that exit mechanism also.
And the another very important thing is if you are registered with income tax department 34AB of
Yeah.
income tax, in that it is very specifically mentioned that you cannot form a company. This 34AB registration is only for an individual practice. I can share that mine with you.
Correct.
So
So
for
that
valuation of
practice
Surface
goes,
Act, especially valuation for Surface Act, for Income Tax Act, whatever, it has to be individual only.
fine. So we'll come back to the
Yeah,
topic.
yeah. We'll later on. Let
Yeah,
us
actually, I
listen to
just
him.
have
So-
one doubt. Suppose in the agreement, LLP agreement or a partnership agreement, if I limit my liability only for the document signed by me, then is that permitted? Is it will it stand the test of law? Anyone can please share their experiences on this.
Yeah, anyone if have any idea on this?
Your voice was broken. I mean, I saw it. What is the question?
If I'm able to limit my liability or responsibility for the documents signed by me, okay, suppose Mr. Sanjay and I are partners, LLP or partner, whatever, I limit my responsibility saying that I am responsible or I'm liable only for the documents signed by me and not by other partners like Mr. Sanjay. Will it stand the test of law? Like, is it?
No. I mean, fundamentally, partnership is joint in several responsibility, correct? So we cannot remove ourselves from that responsibility. So
Even in LLP, even if the entity is an LLP?
LLP is done on partnership principles only, correct? It's
agreed. So that's not going to help me.
That's not going to help.
So now I think I've taken a very hot
Aman, you
topic.
can.
So it's getting taking a hot topic results like this. So people may have various opinions, but I believe that if you aim to achieve something big, there is a way. When there is a will, there is a way. There is a way in legal statutes also, and there is a way with mutual corporations and with the SOPs, with the right SOPs, with the right people, we can achieve our objective through this valuer entity. So, like there is a, and also, ma'am, what you are saying that the firm is blacklisted for life, that is nothing like that. It is always a remedy to the firm. So because many CA firms are also nowadays blacklisted by NAFRA, but it is for a limited time. They are not blacklisted for life. But it is an exceptional case because we have to take a risk if you want to achieve something big. We have a big vision, that risk and uncertainties are there. But to mitigate it, we have to have a SOP proper, and to minimize it, that should be our focus. So, the leveraging geographical advantages. That's what I have said, that if we have suppose 4 or 5 members connected. So India is very big. We are in a state, in a city, in maybe some of the state, and we are practicing in individual names. So suppose if you have to think about India, we have to think about states. So first we have to focus on like if we are in a RBI entity, so the branch creation is a crucial topic. Like where do we have more potentials? Like across all metro cities, first we try to get the branches covered because the major bunch of the work is from there. All the head offices are there. So we have to have a branch presence through the RBI entity. That the only way we can have a branch presence, because in individual capacity we only have an our office in our city in a specific state where we live. So if we want to work under the India banner, we have to work with RBI entity with the branches across the India through metro cities. So the approaches to PSU assignments on e-tendering, it is also one of the topic that I'll be discussing on the later slides. Like through e-tendering and through GEM portal, how can we get the work? And what are the criterias there? What are the marking schemes to get the opportunity there? And approaching like one thing is like government institutes. It's like suppose any PSU like NTPC, like IRCON, like MSTC. So these all firms, like majorly the mineral sector, energy sector, they all require valuations, more or less. So these government entities, they don't do partiality like they have to go with Big Four. They open their tender on GEM portal or their own tender. So we as a firm or as a small firm have the opportunity to cater to these big institutions through the RB entity. And the approaching regional zonal offices of public sector banks, like these banks, these public sector banks also cater to the what we can say the carrier requirements, like the small firms or like a group a small firms may be having 5 or 10 members. So these banks give us opportunities to get impaneled there in the regional offices or zonal offices all over India. They have the offices. So if we get impaneled there, we get the work like apart from the work we are doing, like basically the startup work or the regulatory, mandatory regulatory work, like in case of fresh issue and all. So these work we will get, and these works will come as when they have to come, because we don't have much leverage to increase or decrease the frequency of these works, because these works come through mostly through the referrals. And to increase the frequency of the work, we have to approach the banks, because the banks have a large volume, and there is a daily or on like daily basis there may be cases of insolvency, there may be other cases, there may be auction cases, surfasi cases. So if we get impaneled there, so the what John talked about, the daily leads, that we can get the daily leads from here. As far as my opinion is this, if we do some good work, do some good licensing, do have a base created and approach to these banks and get impaneled there, then the leads are not of a big issue. third, creating a strong form profile for getting easy marking and higher chances of allotment. Because we start a form, we grow a form, the form grows, and the marking grows 2x. Because with experience, the marking grows 2x. Because form grows, and the more of the when we have a form aging is we have a form of 5 year aging. Then the new then approaching a new member to join the firm is very easy compared to when we start a firm. Because when we start a firm, everyone has a doubt. Today also many people have doubt how do I join him? I don't know him. So
नहीं नहीं
so
बाहर नीचे आता हूँ है
काउंटिंग चल रही है ना
अच्छा शुरू हो गया हाँ 8
बजे से चला
कौन चल रहा है भाई
सौरभ
कांटे की टक्कर है बीजेपी आगे है वैसे तो
अच्छा
एक एक दो 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 चार चार सीट से
अच्छा ओके
can you please
Yeah, Aman ji, please
Aman sir,
continue.
please continue.
Yeah.
so
You can unmute, you can mute others when some disturbance comes, Vijaya.
Yeah, done, ma'am.
Also one of the other things is getting referral from within the firm through different asset class valuers. So this is an interesting topic. Like suppose I have a link in, suppose I am doing some concurrent audits in a bank as a CA. So I have approaches to various processing units where all the bulk housing loans and all comes through, comes in and get processed from one center. And in that cases, there is a lot of requirement for land and building valuers. So if I am in a firm and I can't do that work, I can refer to some other person in my own firm, and I can approach on behalf of that firm to that the client, or some say like the bank. So in that case, it helps us a lot in increasing revenue multifold for the firm by mutual creating referrals for the within the members. Like one member is creating referral for other in one geography, in other geography. So by in doing this in frequency, the revenue jumps multifold through that. So this one screenshot of SBI Lucknow Circle. They have asked for the empanelment of valuers. So this is some of the eligibility. It should be minimum they are asking for 10-year experience. It depends on the bank to bank. So there is always a category defined by the bank to which kind of valuer will do which kind of work. So always see it's up to 5 years, it's up to 5 crore, 5 to 10 years, 50 crore. So based on this, various banks have
It is
various.
for any specific valuer class or like all class?
It is for all classes. And suppose like in PNB, they have raised one, and it is what one, I think one of us have talked about, like registering through Wealth Tax Act 34 AV. So in SARFAESI cases, banks prefer the valuers who are registered with SARFAESI. Registered with 34 AV of the Wealth Tax Act 1957. So if as a valuer we are registered with the income tax, so we can have a good approach through the SARFAESI work.
So
Because
for wealth tax, do we need only the RBI registered valuer can
No.
register, or what?
No, there is a process in which you have to apply to your CCIT.
So here it is a form N is there.
Form N.
So
No,
through
any
this
like
form,
CA CS है या only CA है वो पूछ रही हूँ.
CA, CABS,
That
CSBA.
that I am saying. Yeah.
You can find it even if you Google it, na.
Okay.
You will find all the eligibility conditions on that.
Okay.
Yes.
So here it is a sample form. Like this form you have to fill to the commissioner of the income tax. With I think 1000 challan is there. So you have to fill it and send it to for which class of asset you want to be a valuer in the Wealth Tax Act. That if you get approved from the commissioner's office, you will have you will be in the list of the wealth tax valuers. So now the GEM one screenshot I am shared is the GEM tender. So it is the name you can see, Recon International Limited. So these kind of opportunities are also there for us. So here the estimated bid value 1,60,000 is there. Here like some work and scope is there. So also it is written with registered valuer with insolvency and bankruptcy board located in Delhi NCR. So now there is a regional barrier here, as you can see. So suppose if you are an individual practicing in Bangalore, maybe you have expertise in this, you will not have the eligibility in here. But in case you are in a RV entity which has a branch in Delhi, so here you can apply through this tender, and through that leverage of being a Delhi office, you can apply this and you can get the work executed, because these small things create a big change, because the barriers are mitigated through the entity. That's what I have to, that's what I'm trying to say. MSTC Limited, suppose it is also having a tender floated through its own website, like e-tender also. Some companies float it through their own tender websites. So here, suppose it is an interesting thing, like they have a marking scheme. So how effective it is to it is showing that if you are number of 4, 5 assignment, you get 32 marks. Suppose we are 6 members, we get 1 assignment for each member. So as a firm, we get 6 assignments. So we directly get 32 marks. So I am just saying the importance of firm in this kind of tenders, because it is nowhere written that some big four will do it, some other firms will do it. We have the potential to capture these clients, but we are not doing it. So key professional staff, like it is also what how many staffs are there, what work experience is there, marking based on that. Like registration with PSUs. Suppose if our RB entity is registered with any bank, we get 2 marks here. With IBBI, we are already registered. With DRT, in case of Sarfasi, we get registration here. With High Court and NCLT is based on the applications they float through. So Pan India presence, we get marking here. Annual turnover like of the firm is based on this, because it will only increase because it will contributed by all the members. So it will increase year on year. So I think it is a very short one, and if I believe that if it seems interesting to some of you, then we can have a group created to start with. So I'll share my number. We'll try to find our contacts of different valuers. We'll try to join them in one group. And I believe it is going to be fruitful to start with. So anyone has to say anything, please.
Yeah, so I just had a question. So related to which you have shown that there are some tenders and there are certain mark system. So what kind of the annual this kind of tenders are out there in a one financial year on an average? That what kind of the valuation assignments are on an average there in India through this kind of the bidding system or the tender system?
There is no any such frequency like it's a fixed amount, but maybe less, maybe more in every year. But in every month you can get one. That is assured, because maybe in some banks or in some institutions, in every month at least one tender you can find on the website. And not that case, if you think like that, if you have one good clientele in your firm, so that one clientele will give you reputational advantage also, and that one will be repeating in name also, and through that one you get 5 more. So if you think like that, then it's much more beneficial.
Okay. And have you come across any system where for kind of a big four that they have set up one entity for basically kind of branding themselves, and then the work is basically getting diverted to the respective firm. So for example, if we don't want to form an RV entity because of this partner limitation, because of their liability on the other partners, have you seen any kind of a firm that firm is getting branded and that is getting marketed as a valuer entity, not as a registered valuer entity, but any kind of a private limited? Okay. And then whatever the work they are getting sourced, they will be diverted to the respective valuer, and they would do
Yeah.
the work on their independent basis.
Yeah, there are firms, but suppose there are various firms like that. It is, you can say, consulting firms. Suppose if I am a consulting firm, I have no bar in any kind of advertisement, because consulting is like no specific thing. It can be any kind of consulting. So there is also no bar in advertising and all the things. So people like do follow that method also, but creating your own brand. Suppose if you have a firm, RV entity, you want to have a logo of that brand. You want to have a like image. You want to develop an brand image through that. So you can't do it indirectly. It will not develop that trust to the client as compared to the direct creation.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, anyone, any more questions? So I was not that prepared about the form implications that
No
I'll
issue. You have
I'll
explained the
study, and
topic really well. Yeah.
I'll try to deliver in next session, maybe, if any. So
Definitely,
I'll be
definitely.
prepared with that.
So if nobody has any other question,
No.
then I'll ask Khushbuji to give the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Neeraj ji. Thank you, Aman, for this
Thank
session,
you.
and
Thank you.
let us know the eligibility of RV forming forming a RV in and telling us what are the benefits. Yes, we have our own insecurities about forming it, but yeah, it is always helpful when we need to grow. As recommended by you, also we have to take some risk, and with the liabilities will also come the reward. And you have tackled the queries really well. So there is a memento from Bangalore Valuer Association. I would ask Vijay ma'am to show it on screen. You please stop your screen, Amanji.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a token of love, the Bangalore Valuer Association will courier it to you. So Vijay ma'am is showing it on screen. So it was very wonderful session, and thank you for giving us the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We are grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. We are stopping the session now. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you.